Hi. Hello, hello. I think I turned off the... See, now I'm gonna be paranoid. I swear I turned it off the filter. Okay, yeah, it's fine. No reverb. No reverb. How you guys doing? I'm gonna be working Sundays every now and then, but it won't be as often. So, yeah, I don't know. I knew what I wanted her design to look at like, and then when I started drawing it, some of it didn't really match together. Mesh together. Mesh together? Mesh together. Yeah, I have to make her color so you can actually see, because her hair, she has hair. Hair today, gone tomorrow. Okay, are you hearing me? Oh no, okay, the mic's off again. God damn it, forgot there was an update. Mom, mendokusai na. Okay, that should do it. Sorry about that, sorry about that. See, my mouth is here. Ah! Now I can talk to you and my mouth moves even if... What? Eh? What happened? I turned loop off for the karaoke. That's what happened. Oops. I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, I'm entering a... Hi, DD Minis! I stream too much lately. I just got back from work not that long ago. And this is what I do. I wasn't hungry enough to eat dinner yet, though. I'll eat dinner afterwards. I never do really long art streams anyways. Now, I'm not planning on streaming next Sunday, not because I work, but because I'm gonna go have some fun with Kitten. We're gonna go do some shopping. Chopin. Thank you! You can't even see most of it, but thank you! That's what she'll look like. And yes, she's trying to cut her own throat, is the pose. If you've actually read what I have up of this, it's in the first chapter, so it's not spoiler. I think I still want to redo her sleeve. I know what I want to do with it, but it's not like working out. Though that definitely looks better than what I had. I appreciate it. I like the eyes. I think faces are definitely one of my favorite things to draw. I want to get better at the stuff I'm not as good at, though. But don't we all? That's what it takes, baby steps. We gotta keep drawing. Gotta keep... If you want to get better at something, you just gotta keep doing it and learning more. That's all there is to it. It's okay to be bad, but you can't get better if you don't try. Improve, improve, improve! And I've been doing more work with like anatomy and stuff. Okay, so this was also a problematic area. I guess it would be like... That's probably too low down. Because you couldn't wear it on your knuckle, per se. If I do it right, I'd like to put the other character in the background, but I might not. We'll see. It's not super important. I just want to at least have her on it. I just unraveled this chain. What's a kit bash? Like putting kits together? Like combining kits? Model kits or whatever? Is that what you mean? Well, you can trim it down though. Chains at least are pretty easy to trim down. It's the forever chain. My first thought was kitsune bash, like a bunch of kitsunes playing together. Isn't kit what they also call baby fox anyways? Sorry guys, I'm not an expert on this. On anything. What am I an expert on? Absolutely nothing. Though I do know an unusual amount about serial killers, poisonous plants, and the witch trials during the 1600s in England. Taking a Saturn, make him into a dark angel. Oh, okay. So yeah, it is what I thought it was, though, what you're doing. Okay, cool. Look, I know a term. I know a term. It's because I do gunpla, and I've heard it used there. Although I like the idea of a bunch of baby foxes having a party. It sounds like a great time, a kit bash. I would go to that party. Can you, if any of you guys find a bunch of baby foxes having a party, please invite me. I'm going to go and pet them. Just like kitten, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die petting something I shouldn't pet. My keyboard ran away. I don't need the keyboard, I need the mouse. Nice. I have a lot to put together. I'm probably going to have to get rid of some, though, just because I won't have room for them. But that's okay. It happens. I'm having to get rid of a lot of stuff, but, you know. It is what it is. But Jetta finally got a gunpla, and that's all that matters. Jetta was one of my favorite suits. I haven't played GBO in a while, but I want to go back to it. I just don't have really good net anymore. So I kept getting DC'd, and it was kind of frustrating. Yeah! I shouldn't have pre-ordered the Jetta gunpla, but I did. Actually, last year when I was in Japan, I bought... What did I buy? Sazabi? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I bought Sazabi while I was there, and I bought him in Sapporo airport, and he traveled all over with me because I bought it like it was one of the first stops that we had there. And yeah, so I took him all over Hokkaido, and then all the way back to Tokyo and stuff. So yeah, I just dragged Sazabi all over, and it took me a while to find a bag that was big enough to carry him in. I finally did though at Don Quixote. Yes, it's a drawing stream. I do them now. I wasn't sure because I think I mentioned this before, but because somebody that I really cared for, who has been treating me like garbage anyways, told me that nobody liked my drawings and that nobody cared about art streams, I kind of lost confidence and wasn't doing them. But I ended up asking people on, did a poll on Twitter to see if anybody wanted them back again, and it was unanimously yes. So that made me very happy. Well, the Gunpla are everywhere, but they had a Gundam pop-up store in Sapporo Airport when I was there. Yeah, that's what I was like, maybe people want to, and I'm trying to... I wouldn't say necessarily like rebuild my confidence because I've never been super confident with my art. I just like doing it, but I'm trying to kind of like find myself again. So stuff like this was just like little things to do it. And so I appreciate you guys stopping by. even if you don't have a lot of time to stay or just end up lurking. But yeah, drawing along with art streams is always hilarious, is always great too, because I do that a lot too. Because we're all drawing together then! If you ever do that too, you're always welcome to share your, if you share it somewhere, like tag me and it'd be like, I was drawing along. This is what I drew with Kojika, so I can see it too. I like looking at art. Yeah, some people just are mean to be mean though, so I'm learning that. Yeah, apparently the more things are, like, I'm looking at things now, the more I'm realizing, my God, I did all this stuff for him and I was literally working so hard to be complacent for him, and I gave up so much of myself, and I don't like that, and I'm trying to recover that and just be my own person again and be happy with it, because I never was unhappy with myself until then. Yeah, everyone on Discord knows who it is, I think, and everyone who's a personal friend knows who it is, and probably most of the people who work at the shop know who it is, or not work at the shop. I mean, everyone who works at the shop does, but anybody who comes into the shop knows by now. Smoke detector? What's wrong with the smoke detector? Oh, it's sad. You're too busy to stream art. You should still find time to draw, though, if you can. Oh my God, tomorrow's gonna be weird for me because I have a doctor's appointment at 9. It's just an allergy shot, so I'll be in and out. Then I have a doctor's appointment at 10:20, which means I don't know what the hell I'm doing in between that time. I might just go to Starbucks and find a place to sit and write. Well, you're on my Discord, so you've seen it. Technically, it's not very hard to become a personal friend of mine, especially because it's really easy to find who I really am. I'm not one of those, like, VTubers who's like, I'm a character. I'm a character on my own self because I'm crazy. Not because I've got some weird lore or whatever. But I just be myself. I use a VTuber because I'm in my PJ streaming because I want to be comfy. Comfy. In a lot of art, you would just see the back of my head. Yeah. But if you Google, you know, literally Sanzaki Kojika, I have pictures of who I am, you know, and I share them on Discord. I don't care. Which is why there's been an occasional time when I've been streaming with, like, Kitten or something, and somebody calls me Fawn, which we all know is my real name. So that's not doxing myself. Yeah, most people are normal and don't do that, but it's not that hard for those, I guess, who want to. But actually, Kojika is Japanese for fawn anyways. I just translated my name, that's all. But yeah, I don't care, like, I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. I'm just trying to be myself. That's all I want to be. That's all I've ever wanted to be is myself. Yeah. Is the DD because you're Dan, DD, Dan, Dirty Dan! Oh, you're Dirty Dan! I figured it out. I think it's fine. I mean, when people tell me what to call them online, it's what I call them. Although it does get funny when I know them in real life too, and I keep accidentally, like, reverting back to their screen name while I'm talking to them, and I'm like, when I'm talking to people or talking to them, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this sounds random. And then there's people I have silly nicknames to. Like my Twaifu! Which is a combination of the words twin and wife. That would be Arex. One of my besties. Kitten is my sister, but she's also one of my besties. She is literally my blood-related sister. We are blood-related. Oh, Dan does minis. Okay, so yeah, you're really hiding it. So hiding. That makes a... I wondered what the DD stood for. I just thought it was Dungeons and Dragons, to be fair. What did that get Did it? It didn't get highlighted on mine. That's weird. Did you say a taboo word? Have you said something you're not supposed to say? is the word Dan. You can't say Dan. What the hell? That looks like it's a little too high up there. Let's lower that. Just looked really awkward. But she is like, not that you can see me doing it, I'm like dancing with my shoulders right now. Okay, this is where it gets trickier. Yeah, I think this should be down lower. Yeah, I think it should be like that. D7D, I like that better. It's D7D, D&D. Yeah, that's why I was like, wasn't sure if like you did D&D minis mostly or what. So the funny thing about Sanzaki Kojika too is that when I was actually in Japan as a student, a long time ago, they had trouble saying fawn because it's not a normal sound for, I guess, anybody, but especially Asian cultures like Japanese and Chinese. So I told them it meant Kojika in Japanese, and then they just started calling me Kojika. So when my host mother came to Wisconsin and I went up to meet her, she was introducing me to everyone as Kojika, and they just all gave me this like look, and I had to explain to them like, 違う違う。私の本の名前はフォンですけど、意味はKojikaというです。So like, yeah, no, my that's not my real name. My real name is Fawn, but it means Kojika. And then they're like, oh, Kojika, Bambi, Bambi, and I'm like, oh my god, please don't call me Bambi. But in Japan, they weren't saying it to be mean. I do. I'm pretty fluent in Japanese. I've studied a lot. I'm a nerd. But that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna hide you for a second because I want to see where this brooch can go. Okay, I want the brooch to be kind of centered. Meow, meow. Do I want it to be circular though? I spent 2 summers in Japan for school, not for Japanese schooling. So yeah, I have actually taken many Japanese classes. Oh, I need to do something about that too. I should be like that. Let me do like that. Does it would connect like right here? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where it all connects. And then I can figure out where the brooch would go. I guess the brooch would be like more like right here. What shape do I want the brooch? Yeah, so my nickname is pretty on the nose. The Sanzaki part was just made by combining letters from my last name though. Which I don't like my last name, so. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Oh, what if I could do something like that? That would be cute. And then can I add? Like that maybe? Oh, not that you can see it from here, but that's cute. I like that idea. I'll do that. Now let's go ahead and put you under this, and now we'll make you back there. Okay, cool. I actually, back when I first started streaming, I did do some Japanese lessons that are still in my archives on YouTube. Hi, Korobo! I am on YouTube. I use it as an archive and for cover songs primarily. But yes, I don't stream on YouTube. That's the one thing I don't. Because, well, I would say you can't really dual stream until you're a certain level anyways, I think. And then, yeah, I just use it to, like, archive my streams. And then whenever I do cover songs, I put them on there. Or if I haven't really done, I used to do, what do you call them? Speed arts? Speed paints? Speed paints. Who? What do you mean I'm talking to someone else? I'm talking to all of you guys in the chat. Sometimes people are in the room with me, though. Right now, nobody is. But yeah, because I'm back at my parents' place. My mom comes up quite often to make sure I'm alive. No, not to make sure I'm alive, but you know. She comes up just to see how I'm doing and stuff. Bring me food, stuff, snacks. I was responding to Crazy Lunatic and Quotable. Maybe you forgot what you were saying. Sir, are you okay? Should I get you some help? Am I capable of getting you help at this juncture? Okay. Go ahead and go back to that and we'll throw you under here. Yeah, this is how messy I are. Now you guys, there's like 3 people in the chat, dude. You're just the one who's most talkative, so you've gotten most of the responses. And then I was just generally talking for a bit too. Oh my god, wrong layer, wrong layer! Wrong layer, Kronk! Bamboo Labs. Is that a painter or something? I'm guessing it's another streamer. That's fine. I appreciate you even coming around and stopping by even if it's just to lurk. But yes, keeping me company at all is great. Because I'm the world's most distracted artist. It's for an FDM printer. FDM. Can I get a definition? Use FDM in a sentence. Some kind of 3D printer, maybe? Oh, nice. Oh! It's an actual program. You're not watching a streamer. You're printing. It's a filament printer. I understand now. Filament Dungeon Master printer. I get it. I thought it was somebody's stream name. It could be though. It sounds like it could be a good name. Oh, nice. Paizo does Pathfinder. I know Paizo. When all the AI stuff was first coming out too, Paizo was one of the first companies to like put their foot down and be like, nah, get that crap out of here. So, they good. I knew a couple people who worked for it casually, so it was, I casually knew them, not that they casually worked for it. Although some of them did casually work for it. But yeah. I'm just not huge into Pathfinder because at least the one time I tried to play, it was so boring and I kept rolling bad and that made it even worse. I was trying to do stealth and I rolled horribly, but then the guys who were looking for me also rolled horribly, so made me feel a little better. But I was like, can I get like an actual roll here that's worth something? The answer was apparently no. My favorite tabletop is actually by White Wolf. It's Exalted. If you've ever played World of Darkness, it's the same company that does World of Darkness, and it has a lot of similarities. I've never actually done World of Darkness, but this is what I've been told. I would like to try World of Darkness at some point. I watched Maury Calliope run World of Darkness games, and they looked fun. My least favorite, though, is Legend of the Five Rings. And that might just be because of the campaign and everything I had. But I had fun with my character. We just had to multi-class, and I wasn't, like, even sure what I was doing with the first class. And I was like, do we have to? I have done quite a bit of TTRPG. I used to be part of a group that we met on Discord because we were all over the place. Yes, it does, and it was awful, but the problem is too, is the book itself was also really badly organized. Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with it when I mention it, so that's probably why. Me just gets trauma. Well, my character in that game was an investigator, and I used, oh my god. Edogawa Rampo's detective, Akechi Goro, as my like reference. Akechi Goro, Kogoro? But anyways, and actually one of the other players was kind enough to play my villain because he wanted to do that. So it was kind of fun. But the problem was they play, like, I loved when I got to do my investigative stuff, but a lot of times he's like, combat! And I'm like, I am not a combat-focused character. I don't want to do combat, I just want to investigate! And we had to do, like, these crazy matches at one point. And luckily my character just buffed the hell out of it, and that's all we did, is we did like a buff game, and I won. I'm very good at buffing, I guess. Bluffing, not buffing. We did a bluff game. That's better. This one should probably be up higher too. The only time I actually really did anything with attack is I knocked a door on somebody. Because I had, my second cast or whatever had to do with wind, so. Detective and a wind user. I was like, dude, I just wanted to be a freaking detective. I like detective type of characters. A lot of the TTRPGs, I did something like that. In the Long Eclipse phase game, I was a researcher, so it's similar, but I was investigating ruins. In our shorter game, I played a Roomba! That was actually a mimic. Starter set for AOS. What's AOS? I also have the Firefly one somewhere. Sorry, banning people. Age of Sigmar. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, once you said Age of Sigmar, I know what that is. I don't think about it all the time. Because I don't do Warhammer, I just know it because of Kitten. And yes, I do take photos every time I get Warhammer of a Tyrannid in and ask Kitten, is this a Tyrannid? I know it is. That's why I have to say it. I find Tyrannids and ask her, is this a Tyrannid? Why are there no Tyrannids? There should be. Yeah, I like the trees, orcs, and dinos. The Eldars make me laugh because in Star Ocean, there was a race of alien elves called from Eldar called Eldarians. If you guys have ever played Star Ocean 4, The Last Hope, it's Phase is one of them and Automat is another one. Yes, I'm a nerd. I love Star Ocean games though. They're my favorite game series. I know lately the popular thing at the store has been Necrons. People are always like, Necrons! Necrons! I feel like if you've ever seen that episode of SpongeBob with the guy who wanted all the chocolate, it's like that, but with Necrons. We just got some old world stuff into. Well, it's been in for a while at this point, but still. It's some of our newer stuff. I usually price and put up the Warhammer stuff. I just don't know what it's really. But when I saw we got some Necrons and I was like, Necrons! I know these guys, everyone wants them. What is it? Some kind of angel, because I know Sisters of Battle is another one, because that's another one Kitten likes. She likes Tyranids and Sisters of Battle. Are they like blood angels? Is that a thing? Is another one that's pretty popular. I think it's something like that. I could be wrong. I don't think Dark Angels is it though. Okay, it's definitely Blood Angels then. Blood Angels is right. Yeah, I listen to the people talk because we gotta figure out what products to order. Plus, I also like to know, you know, things. I feel that the least I can do is if I'm helping sell it is to know some basics. So that's what I do. I try to learn basics. And whenever somebody has a question about like what paints to use, I'm like, oh my God, I know this. And if I don't, I'm like, oh my God, let me message my sister. And then I message Kitten. I'm like, Kitten, please help. I don't know the answer. The Kitten got the answer. She got the answer. Yeah, so I try to keep up to an extent on stuff. I just don't know everything. Far from it. It's always great. My least favorite question I ever have gotten is recommend a place to start in a comic. Well, we only sell Citadel paints. But when I first started, I could guess as to base, obviously base is a base layer, shade and contrast, technical, what they were, but I needed to have, like, I wanted more specifics to explain them better. So I had Kitten give me the run it down. Don't have too much fun. And sometimes people are looking for really specific things too. I didn't even realize how many different colors there are in primers. My gosh. Try the inside of my mouth is still chewed up pretty bad. I wish I could, like, it's so hard for me to leave it alone because it irritates me. Maybe I should start putting some more Orajel on it again, and maybe I can stop it. I'm doing it while I'm asleep. It's stress. It's so crazy. But I am very stressed. It happens. Oh! What was that? Why is my activity feed dead? I feel like something's wrong with it. I don't know what that was, but thank you for whatever that was. My activity feed is broke, dude. I can't read it at all. I wonder why. Give me a second. I need to check this now because it bothers me. What are you playing? Are you playing more Rivals? Oh, thank you! Thank you for the sub. That's what it was. It was the sub noise. Because I also use the same noise for follow. Thank you so much, kitten. Yeah. I also use my Prime sub on you. Because I had to buy Prime because I can't get it through Mom. And I don't have it anymore through He Who Shall Not Be Named. Or I could just say my fiance. Yeah, it is Marvel Rivals. I was right. I guessed right. Is it a Tyranid though? I do want to join you guys. I'm just worried because I won't be very good at it, especially at first. I finally installed Marvel Rivals instead of leaving it on my wish list like an asshole. I just love how everyone's like, but it's a free game. Like, I know. I know it's a free game, but I'm also me. I'm very bad. Where's the wrist? Oh, your hand is turned like this. Oh. Did you know you spelled lunar and eclipse wrong? Obviously it wasn't intentional. Okay, I was trying to make her hold her cape here because I didn't want to draw it all. But first, let's do her boobs! Yeah, it was funny when I had it in my wish list, the amount of my friends who would like, but it's a free game. You can just download it. And I'm like, I know, and then I didn't for a long time. I think what really took me finally doing that though was when the shit went down and my fiance dumped me. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll finally do it. I don't really like the company that runs it, but whatever. Oh my god, this is so uneven. I hate it. My sketch isn't even, which isn't helping. Da, 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 da. Okay, that one actually looks pretty good. It's a pretty good long line. I was actually doing some sketching today. It was pencil and ink and stuff at work after I finished all my work for the next 2 days. Yeah, they left some boxes out of comics to do and to sort, and they're like, it's your work for today and tomorrow, and I did almost all of it because I'm a problematic child. I finally stopped, and then I left the last of the work for my coworker, but she decided to clean the bathroom today, which was fine because they needed it. She cleans all it so nicely. I also spent a lot of time redoing the trades. I like using that emote a lot on Discord. But now I can use it now too myself because I'm a subscriber. Mwahahaha to Kitten. That's not on my channel. That's hers, guys. This is the kitten I talk about when I say it's my sister. She's my blood sister. We are actually related. And not because we had a blood vow, but because we were literally spawned from the same person. Same parents, in fact. She came out of the foot and I came out of the head. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, we literally are blood related, and we used to do everything together as kids to the point that people thought we were twins. The lunch ladies in high school even had bets going to see if we were twins, and if not, which one of us was older. They were wrong on all accounts. We're not twins, and I was not older. Just taller. Kitten is a cute little... She's cute and little. Petite. Although apparently I learned today that my coworker's daughter thought I was 20. And I was like, I'm okay with this. You can think I'm 20. I'm not gonna stop you. You're off by quite a bit, but go ahead. I'm going back. I'm gonna go back to be 20. Although it was around 21 when my back went out. The first time. Now I just feel old. They always say you're as old as you feel, but I feel so old and tired all the time. So it means I'm old, right? More lines. This is her cape. You gotta have a cape if you're a sorceress. I'm still working on the actual, like, exact title, but I've been calling it the Manic Sorceress and the Would-Be Demon King. I don't know. I feel like there should be a good pun there somewhere I can make, but I haven't figured it out. It's supposed to be a light novel, so it's an isekai light novel, so it's gotta have like a really crazy ass title, right? I'm not always good at coming up with titles for things. I know, you're like, but everything you have as a title. Like, yeah, that doesn't mean it was easy. And if you think about it, how many of them are just named after something simple? Like Dragon Pillars is named after the Dragon Pillars. And the subtitles, Water and Fire and Wind and Earth and Shadow and Light are all just named... or Earth and Wind it is. Are all just named after the dragons. It's not even that fancy. I want to make the armor stand out that much, though. It might be better just to have it be like that. A booby armor. Yeah, she has armor across her chest. What is this over here? Oh, that's actually supposed to be there. I thought I accidentally drew the line wrong. Nope, that's supposed to be there. Yeah, what I envision in my head and what I'm actually getting are a little different. There's a little bit of a disconnect there, but that's pretty common with, I think, artists in general. Sometimes you can't get it out. That sounds so bad, but you know what I mean. And sometimes it just doesn't work how you envision it. I don't think I'm gonna be unhappy with this by the time I'm done though. I think I'll enjoy. I like how it's coming out though, and the way it's flowing. I've had to tweak some of her design because it it didn't work. In my head it worked, but when you actually tried to do it, it didn't work. Her name is Akari, by the way, in case you couldn't tell by it down here on the bottom of the screen. She is the girl who gets isekai'd. Common isekai trope. Although not quite a common way that she gets isekai'd. It's a little different. But it was a story idea I've had for quite some time, actually, and I just decided, like, I had the idea for like years. It's not like that new, but when I saw there was an isekai light novel contest, I was like, I don't know. I don't really like, I'm okay with isekais. They have to be done right and be unique for me to really like them. And I tend to like the more satirical ones. Like if you haven't seen Isekai Oji-san, I definitely recommend that one. I love that one. That one is so funny. I thought Kimono Michi was pretty funny too. There are times it made me wince a little bit. Shinyu Yusha? Was that it? Was okay. It was better early on, but then it picked up more of a plot, which I know is weird, but it became less satire and more, oh, there's actually story here. And a reason for all of it. I would have been happy if he was just super serious. Although, I can't remember her name now, it's been so long, but the girl from it, I literally saved a bunch of her expressions because they're beautiful. Oh, Shikshpark. She's got some beautiful facial expressions. I really like funny faces. Yeah, I think that looks a little better just without that. I guess if I'm doing this, the cape would be behind her arm. I don't know. Yeah, Kitten Candle lurk! And give me a sub, because Kitten loves me. Best big sister ever. Even if she's smaller than me. But that's actually better, because then I can pick her up when I get stronger. Not because she's heavy, but because I'm weak. I used to be a lot weaker, but I've gained some upper arm strength because of working at the comic book shop, and then when I did Akiba Soul too, just because constantly lifting and moving stuff. And yeah, like when I started at the comic shop, I could barely lift a short box full of comics, and now I'm like, oh, you've got a long box full? That's no problem. I got this. And I'll carry a whole long box, so it's changed. I got stronger. Strong. I had a friend who used to say she was strong like ox, and I would always say I was strong like dead ox. Now I feel a little more strength. I don't know if I want to leave her belt circular buckle. I'm thinking it might actually be better not circular. I will use the points well. Possibly for world domination. Most likely for my rent. I still have some places to see. I'm waiting to hear back from some others. I found a house that I want to rent. They read my information and gave me a thumbs up. I was like, okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? Are you gonna let me get a tour of the place? Can I rent it? You allow cats, that's good. Because they did answer me when I asked them that. They're like, yeah, there's like an additional like fee or what. I'm like, that's fine, dude. I'm not going anywhere without my cat though. You can't go places without your cat. Rada is sleeping on my knee pillow as if it belongs to him. Ah, hi Quotable, you're still here, I see. Hydration me. And making me sit up straight? Rude! Meow. Meow. My cat woke up because of that. Hi, Rada. You knew I was talking about you, huh? Hi. Everything belongs to him. You're not wrong. Baby boy. The babyest. Yeah, you have a good nap. Oh no, don't do that. It's not like this, Rada. He's laying behind my wheels on my chairs again. If I roll or move at all, I'm gonna get him. He likes to live dangerously. Oops, right a mark there. I should probably be making these a little narrower anyways, because perspective. Perspective. Well, that felt weird on my mouth. So, I know this is a weird segue into this, but like, I like in case you guys couldn't tell, I like to sing. I like to sing along with my radio too, and like my music. And there are a couple Kajira Yuki songs, especially, is it Mizame? That like literally singing along with it will make my lips start to feel like they're going numb. Have you ever had that happen? Or is that just me? Am I just weird? But it's all like noises is why. It's a like fake Latin is why. Time for you guys to all learn to go sing it and see if it makes your lips start going numb. I want the cross not to be quite the center of it. Yeah, I did the other one the other way because there's still more that wraps around. You can't see the back of her outfit, so you don't know. You should. It's fun. Mina wa Nihongo shabette dekimasu. Hanashi dekimasu. Kantan na koto. Everyone can learn Japanese. It's easy. No, you just gotta practice a lot and find a structure that works for you. I feel like the problem with like Duolingo for it is that it kind of starts with showing you grammar structure without teaching you what words mean. And that's a problem. I'll send you my links to what I was teaching. Because there is an order to do it that's easier for a lot of people. It just really depends. I actually private tutor Japanese, and I always start in the same way. I like using the book Genki as like my reference too. It seems to be the most the structure on it is the best, I guess, would be the way to say it. Some of the other ones I don't like. Nakama's actually pretty bad. Mina no Nihongo wasn't too bad, but I don't know how that one has held up. Genki seems to still be okay, even after all these years. It's not a bad idea, though. I mean, I actually really did, like, start to learn a lot of mine from anime and manga, so... Which was hilarious to the Japanese themselves, because like, so one of the first year I was there, we had to write like a, what do you call it, an introductory essay, and they thought it was hilarious that I knew like the kanji for Majutsushi, which is black sorcerer, like would be dark, like a black mage. So not as in dark, but like as in the ones that would use like fire and water, you know, like the standard magical sorcerer or sorceress we're used to. But yeah, so I could like write Majutsushi, which is like, you know, that I could write sorcerers, but I couldn't write tamago, which is egg. And they're like, the hell, your order is whack on these. I'm like, yeah, I read a lot of light novels. Oh, the counters. Oh my god, they get crazy. They're definitely not one of my favorite things about Japanese. But they do start to make sense after a while. It's just, there's a lot of them. There's like a different, seriously, a different counter for everything. But there's a lot of ones, and you can always default if you don't know them too. That's one of the things I do also like. It's Japanese has a bit of a safety curve for if you don't know stuff. There are ways to still communicate and say things. It's just not the correct way, but they'll know what you mean. So yeah, it's pretty fun. But I mean, there's definitely still things that I need to learn more about. I think I want to redo more with that hand. I don't know, something still is off. I probably will need to actually do some more looking at hands. Hands are hard! Because yeah, it still doesn't look quite right. In this case, it's probably because of that. I'm not good at drawing hands, but I don't mind it as much as I used to. Yeah, I'll have to look and see. Yeah, I still got a bit to go on her, but not too bad anymore. Now I have to decide if I want to do more work on her tonight. Because I probably shouldn't. I should probably do the other stuff and take this to work. I've got some sketch cards to get done too. Hi, Kirito! I saw you earlier today. It's true. He stopped by the comic shop. Oh my god, that's like so small now. I don't want to be that small. That should do. I'm trying to gradually shrink it. Maybe not. Like that, maybe? That looks a little better. I was originally gonna give her an awful gay too, but I decided not to. It felt off. Hair. The only colors I'm for sure on is she does have a lot of black on her, and then she wears, or she's got red hair and blue eyes. Because that's commented in the book already. I'll clean this up in a little bit. When I'm that far away, the lines get really, as you can see, got really wobbly. It happens, it happens. It happens, it happens, it happens. I think I'm just gonna finish doing her hair, and then I will go ahead and rate out. Cause I'm over an hour, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not super tired today. Thank you guys for keeping me entertained. I appreciate it. You guys think I was streaming for you? No, I'm streaming so you guys keep me entertained. Otherwise I get too distracted. I'm easily distracted. Distracted. I just drew on nothing. I am though. I have to like multitask to do it. It's something I'm trying to like unlearn, but it's hard. There's a lot of bad behaviors I have to unlearn. But eventually things kind of become habitual. Or you think it's the only way to do something, even if it's not. Just because somebody else does it a different way doesn't mean their way is wrong. People need to learn to be more patient and tolerant with others. Because, yeah, some people just get super mad if it's not done exactly the same way they do it. And it's like, that's not a problem. You know, everyone's got a way to do it. As long as the outcome is the same and there isn't any, you know, especially if it's being done in about the same time. Yeah. Now I'm just, like, babbling. I'm babbling. I mean, obviously, I still have a ways to go. Today's progress. That's actually a pretty nice amount of progress. Yeah, I'll play around with those later too. Okay, so yeah. This is Akari, the main character in that story. The manic mage and the would-be demon king. One of the two mains, I should say, because obviously she's actually the narrator though. It's all told from her point of view. And yeah, she's holding a dagger to her own throat. Yeah. But yeah, so you can read the story. Give me a second. For free online. And go ahead and get to it. So you can read it here if you're interested. It's obviously still pretty new. But yeah, it doesn't have a cover, and that's what I'm doing here, is trying to give it a cover, because I don't like that it doesn't have a cover. I will be writing a lot of it through the second half of this month and September, so. Yeah. Let's go find somebody to raid. Raid, raid, raid. Raid, raid, raid. Raid, 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 raid. Raid, 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 raid. We can read Canadian. Alright, let's go raid him. That seems like a good one. Alright, and while we set up the raid. See you tomorrow night. 行くわよ!